Hi everyone, it's Ariane. I'm just sharing sharing with you a process video of my project life weeks 17 to 19. I combined those weeks together because I didn't have that many pictures. So all the cards that are in these pages are all from the Scraptastic This Life Noted kits. I don't know which months they came in because I just put all my cards together and go through them, when I'm making my pages. But like I said, all of the cards come from the Scraptastic kit. And here I'm using my mind's eye letter stickers and word stickers to do my weeks card. This card says The Good Life, and what I've used the letters for, I wrote weeks 17 to 19, then April 28th to May 19th. And I'm trying to use up some of my supplies, so I was trying to finish off some of my enamel dots, and so I've grabbed some of the enamel dots that were like the last ones on the page and used those to decorate the card a little bit. And I keep this card relatively simple. So I put it back here, and I found my corner rounder. I round all the corners, trying to keep it consistent through my whole album. And I just use that. It's the corner rounder. It's just a little one from EK Success, and I decided to use some Simple Stories aqua letters for the title on this little card. Doing Project Life is almost like every card is like a little page, and so sometimes it takes a little longer to do than, a page layout when you're doing each card individually. So I try to prepare like my pictures ahead of time and pick my cards, and then I often change my mind on things as I'm working through it, but yeah, you'll see that in this process that sometimes I'll put stuff down and then I'll take it off and redo it again. And these photos were taken at a City and Color concert. I put the wrong name on this card. I wrote City in Color, but I'm going to fix that after. My husband and I went to the concert in May, and we really enjoyed. We love going to concerts together. Here I'm trying to finish off another package of bling. This bling came from Michael's, so I've had it in my stash quite a long time. And I pull out my little container that I store my Scraptastic wood veneers. And it's just one of those little tiny mini iris containers that you use to put photos in it. But I like to use them for my wood veneer and any of my die cuts. So if you watch my process videos, you can see me pulling out different little containers on a regular basis. And that's what they are. And here now that I found my corner rounder, I decided to round the corners on the title card. So I continue to round my corners. I'm going to continue using these Simple Stories alphas. I had bought some alphas, Simple Story alphas on my own, but you get them pretty regularly in the This Life Noted kit. Almost every month you get one. So I have quite a good selection of them, and I really love using them in my project life because they're nice and flat and they're colorful. I have so many different colors now. The only thing that I find is that sometimes you run out of certain letters. So like here, I ran out of L's, so I took an H and made another L. And I'm just writing the name of the lead singer for this band, which is Dallas Green. And it's funny, when my husband and I went to this concert, we bought these tickets. It was part of our Christmas gift, so we bought them before Christmas. And so we were looking forward to seeing this band. And then when the concert came, we both had the flu. And we were quite sick. And we were like, oh my gosh, are we going to miss out on this concert because we're both sick? And my husband's like, you know what? We're just going to load up on medication and we're going to see this concert. And luckily enough, we had bought club seats. And when you buy club seats at the arena that is in our town, which is the Rogers K Rock Center, there's like a bar area up top. And they have these great big cushion chairs that you can sit on, and they only have so many. So if you go early enough, when the doors open and you get these seats before other people take them, then you get to sit there for the whole concert. And they're really comfortable, and you're not as jammed into seats like in the stands with everybody else. So that's what we did. We went a little early and got these really good seats, so we pretty much stuck to our seats. We didn't go too far because we didn't want to infect everybody with our virus. But yeah, we had a good time. And here I pulled out some wood veneers, and I really like these containers that I use. I got them at the dollar store, and they clip into one another, so you can stack like 4 or 5 high, and they stick together, and I really like those. And they're cheap. You get the 4 in a pack at the dollar store. So when I get like wood veneers or any little decorative stuff that I can put in there, I use those to put my stuff away. So I used those stars are from Studio Calico, and that was a pack that I had purchased myself. And Awesome wood veneer I think is also from Studio Calico. I'm not sure. Those are one of the first packages of wood veneers that I bought when I started scrapbooking again in the fall. Yeah, so now I cut out that tag, and that's from the Ormaloo cut-apart sheets that you get in the monthly kit. I think that one was an extra one. I hadn't bought that kit from the Captured kit, but I really like the cut-apart sheet, so I bought the cut-apart sheet. And those are the bonuses of being a member of the Scraptastic Club, that you can, even if you don't buy all the kits, you can often get the little extras, and they're not too expensive. And I really like the design of those. And I used the Studio Calico label stickers, and we got those in the This Life Noted kit. I think for May. We got the whole pack, so that was nice. So my camera had stopped there, so I had to restart recording. Sorry, I've had a cold. I get sick a lot. You'll probably notice if you follow my videos. I catch every virus that comes through town. I have a really weak immune system. So I'm always congested. So here I'm using those alphas from my mind's eye again, and those, I really like those. The only thing I find with these letter stickers from my mind's eye is that they didn't cut them very well. So some of them, like, you kind of have to you struggle to get the letters, the little tile letters apart, and that's a little bit of annoying, So I bought them quite a while ago, I had ordered them from Simon Says Stamp. They come like 4 to a pack. And I didn't use them for a long time because it was really annoying. But then I was like, you know what? I got to use what I got. So, and I do like them. And I like scattering the letters. I like not necessarily always putting them straight. And it's perfect. They're perfect to use in Project Life pages. And that little tag, I got that in the Scraptastic kit too. And they're part of the Studio Calico Essentials, I think. But we had gotten a little package of a few of them in the Scraptastic kit. And the Superstar is also part of those wood veneers. I think they're Studio Calico as well. And same package that I got the Awesome one. And here I just do some journaling about our adventure at the concert. And this is where I realize, oh, I spelled this wrong. This is not the name of the band. So then I go back, and luckily these are high gloss photos that I got printed at Costco. And the stickers came right off, like relatively easy without ripping. If I would have printed these at home, it would have wrecked it. So I'm glad. And then I changed my mind, since I knew that the stickers came off pretty easily. I changed my mind of the color. I decided to go with red instead of orange. Sorry, you keep seeing my head in there. And then I pull out some more bling. You know, like I said, I'm trying to finish off some of these packages of bling. There's nothing that I like more than to finish a package. And that way I feel good about moving on to some of the newer products that I have. Even though I do use my new products on a regular basis. I don't wait. The tag came off. So now I had pulled those cards out to use, but I decided I didn't like them. So I pull out my stack of Scraptastic cards. Like I said, I really love the Scraptastic cards. They're quite heavyweight. They're a heavyweight cardstock. And I just love using them. And I really make an effort to use my stuff that I buy. You know, sometimes when I see a card and I maybe don't necessarily love it, you know, I still try to use my stuff use them and make them work for me. Sometimes you gotta cover them up a little bit more or whatnot. But, you know, I try to make it all work. And I had debated for a while to stop getting the Scraptastic This Life Noted kit. But the thing I really like about it is that you get, like, you know, you get the sequins that match, you get a marker. Usually because if you go month to month, you get a marker, you get alphas. You know, you get little wood veneers and the enamel dots and stuff like that. And I just really like getting all those extra little things that, you know, I wouldn't buy them if I didn't get the kit. And it just, you know, gives you extra things to choose from and to play with. And like I said, the cards are really nice. I really like the cards. And if there's a few in there that I don't like as much, I just cover them up. Like, I just use that card to put a photo on so that most of the card is covered if there's one that I don't like as much. But I haven't had that many. Like, most of the cards I like. It's really modern. It's more modern designs, I find, and I really like them. And so here I'm using these October afternoon daily flash letters. And these are pink, and I got these in a Scraptastic kit a few months back, and I haven't really used them much, so I'm trying to use them more as well. And so I think I'm pretty close to being done this page. Yeah. So this is the first part of this page. Now I'm moving on to the back of the page. Like I said, I'm doing like 3 weeks worth in a double-sided page. And to me, like, I'm not putting too much pressure on myself if I didn't get enough photos, to have like a 2-page spread or even a 1-page spread for my project life. I'm just kind of going with the flow. Like the month of May, I was sick quite a lot. I was sick for like 3 weeks, and I didn't really leave the house much. So, when, life is like that. It's not always extremely exciting or, so, you just make the best of it. And, I use the photos that I have. And if I have a month that I only have 2 pages or like a 1-page spread, it doesn't matter to me. I'll just journal about it and say, had a rough month, and, just, that's life. That's what we're documenting, right? Real life. And the everyday stuff, which includes sometimes the not so fun things. Even though I do try to keep my project life a positive. But, like I try to make it positive, even if I am sick, or if my family's sick, or if there's something going on, I always try to find what the good things are to document. I'll say, yeah, I was sick, but I also experienced, this and that, and the happy things, because it's good to remind ourselves of all the good things in life. So I pulled out for this side of the sheet. Again, it's all Scraptastic cards, again, from this Life Noted kit. And that little green tag that I put on that photo is from the Ormolu cut-apart sheets. And I keep all my Ormolu cut-apart sheets in a little mini iris container that they use for photos. And and I just journaled about this picture. This was at a point where I was sick and I needed to get out of the house, so we went for a little ride. And I just love how the sun was coming through the clouds. And I took a picture of that, and I just thought it was so beautiful. So that's what I wrote about. And then I added some sequins that I got in the kits. And I'm using some Zot's Thermoweb to glue those sequins. Sometimes I use wet glue to put the sequins on, and sometimes I use a Thermoweb. I don't know. It just depends what I feel like doing at that moment. And this is another little tag that was on a cut-apart sheet from Ormolu. And I just rounded the top corners, and then I pop it on with some foam tape, some Scotch foam tape. And this little tag here as well, it says, it said here, and then I just wrote in Kingston, which is the town I live in. And I add, again, a few more sequins. And I do like putting my photos on angles on my cards. I just find that it adds some interest, just makes it a little different. And I think that's all I put on that card. Oh, I do put a heart from the October afternoon chipboard pieces. And I also got those in a Scraptastic kit. And this card is a photo of my second oldest son, Brad. And he had just finished a rugby game, and he took a selfie of himself as I was driving him home. I asked him to take a selfie with my phone because he takes pictures all the time on his phone, but he never wants to send them to me. So if I don't get him to take them with my phone, then I never get pictures of him. So he was tired and, you know. And sorry I'm a little bit out of frame, so you can't see everything that I'm doing here. Hopefully it goes up a little bit. But I use some of those word stickers from those My Mind's Eye sticker sheets just to add a little bit. One says love, one says remember today. And this is where I'm picking out those words. And now I'm trying to look for a little tag to put on there so I can do just a little bit of journaling. And you'll see it in a minute when I lift the card up here. I put a little red heart and from the October afternoon chipboard sheet, sticker sheet, and do a little bit of journaling, and that's that card done. And these two cards with the food and the drink, it was one picture and I just cut it in half, and then I just add a little bit of little tags on it to do some journaling. All from the Ormolu cut apart sheets. But I don't add too much, and I just use my tiny attacher on some of the tags, and some of them I just glue them on. So that's that one. And this is another tag from the cut that we had gotten one of the kits. I don't think this wasn't one of the cut aparts, but it did come in one of the kits. And I just do a little bit of journaling on there. And that's all I put on that picture. And so now I take this card from the This Life Noted kit, and I just do a little bit of journaling. I'm surprised how far I've, how well I've done keeping up with my project life. I didn't know, there was a point there that I didn't know if I was going to keep going with it because I had fallen so far behind. But at one point I decided to just print all the pictures for like 4 months worth, and I sat on the couch one night and I just organized them all by month and put little post-it notes on it so that I could know what were the dates so that I can keep track. And then I did it a little bit by little. I would sit down for an hour here and there, or less than that, get one card done. Sometimes that's all I got done. But now I'm up to week 20 and 21, which brings me to June. So I've got half the year done. I'm so proud of myself. This is my first year doing Project Life. So, I was pretty happy with that. And on this picture here, it's a selfie of me and my husband when we went to that concert. I just put a little tag that came off the cut apart sheet and says, I love you, and then added a few little sequins. And now for the month tag card that I have at the top there, 4x6 card. We had got these October afternoon flash blurbs or something. That's what they're called. In one of the kits. So I just use those to decorate. I think they're cute. The one says click, 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 and then the other one says you on camera. And the other one says real life and then snap. So some of them I pop up on foam, and then others I just glue them down with my Tombow glue, and then I use some of my leftover alphas, tile alphas. This one was, I cut apart a sheet that was from Halloween, so these are orange. But they match perfectly with the orange on the card, so hey, why not? But then I ran out of numbers. I didn't have enough numbers to finish because it was week 17 to 19 continued. So then I just used My Mind's Eye ones in gray, because I had a little bit of gray on the card, and then I just wrote the word continued with the gray, and that was fine. So this is the first time that I do a process video for my project life, and so I hope you enjoyed it. And here's a close-up of my cards. Okay, thanks. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. Okay, bye-bye.